The Dog Who Smiled, the story of Hambone. It was an ordinary afternoon when my daughter came running into the house, her face pale with alarm. "Mom, a brown dog is growling at me in the field next to the house," she exclaimed, her voice shaking. A growling dog? My heart skipped a beat. We had always taught our kids to be cautious around strange animals, especially ones that showed signs of aggression. I wiped my hands on a dish towel and followed her outside, bracing myself for whatever we might encounter. There he was. A medium-sized brown dog stood a few feet away, his big, blocky head slightly lowered, his mouth open in what appeared to be a deep, silent growl. Instinctively, I hesitated. His expression was unusual, almost menacing, but something in his eyes made me pause. There was no malice, no threat, just an odd, eerie quietness about him. Cautiously, I reached out a hand, half expecting him to snap, but instead, he wagged his tail, took a step forward, and let me touch him. He was friendly, far from the snarling threat my daughter had feared, but that silent growl stayed with me and unsettled me. We already had 2 dogs and had made it clear, no more pets. Our home, our hearts, and our routines were full. Reluctantly, I called the local animal shelter, hoping they would find him a good home. As expected, they were overwhelmed with rescues and told me it would take a day or 2 before they could send someone to pick him up. In the meantime, we fed him, gave him water, and observed him more closely. Again and again, that strange growling expression appeared. But then, a realization struck me like a lightning bolt. "He's not growling," I whispered to my husband one evening. "He's smiling." We watched him carefully after that. Each time we arrived home, the dog greeted us with the same toothy expression, his eyes full of joy, his tail thumping against the ground. It wasn't a growl at all. It was his way of showing happiness. He was smiling. The day the dog warden arrived, I felt a pang of regret. I had asked for him to be taken, and now that he was leaving, I wasn't so sure anymore. As they drove away with him, I stood there, my heart unexpectedly heavy. That night, I couldn't shake the feeling that I had made a mistake. He wasn't just any stray dog, he was special. He had smiled his way into our lives, and I had let him go. "I have to get him back," I told my husband, grabbing the phone. The shelter wasn't thrilled with me. After all, I had called them for pickup, and now I was asking them to undo the process. "We have to keep him for a few more days in case an owner comes forward," they told me. "If no one claims him, then you can have him." I held my breath for the next few days, calling regularly, hoping no one would step up to take him. And then, finally, the call came. He was mine if I still wanted him. We named him Hambone, and for the next 15 years, he was a part of our family. He outlived the 2 dogs we had at the time, watched our children grow up, and welcomed 2 more canine siblings into our home. Through all those years, he never stopped smiling. Every time we walked through the door, there he was, greeting us with that same toothy, joyful expression that once had been mistaken for aggression. It's funny how life works. That misunderstood smile, once a reason for fear, became the very thing that saved him. Little did Hambone know that his grin had earned him a home, a family, and a lifetime of love. And to this day, even as he grows old and slow, he still smiles, reminding us that sometimes, the things we fear most are simply waiting to be understood.